Welcome Maurice, and welcome to another unboxing. Taking a quick look at the outer sleeve, 360, let's slide her off. Black and red box, so you know it's going to be a Tudor. Quick 360 of the box. And let's take the lid off. Some bubble wrap, some protective foam, shrouds the box nicely. Alright, let's take her out. So here's the inner box, sleek black inner box that we'd expect from Tudor. Glossy shield emblem on the top, felt bottom, so you can slide it around, move it around without really having to worry about scratches. Let's open her up. Oh yeah, felt inner. Booklets. Now this is an older Tudor model, so you will get these booklets, not really the cards. But yeah, it's a nice touch. Continuing that black and red theme there. Some more bubble wrap. Tudor Prince and Princess. All those logos. Nice to see. Guarantee booklet. The watch. So this is the Tudor Prince Date+Day. Let's put the watch to the side for now. Taking a look at the pillow. Squish test. Standard pillow from Tudor. Black. Same material as the inner. Nice and cohesive. And we get the card here. Compartment for any extra straps. In here I have my spare links. And white tag. Let's put all these goodies back in. And let's get to the watch. Here it is, the Tudor Prince Date+Day reference 76200. And right off the bat, you can tell that it is reminiscent of the vintage Datejust or Day-Dates from Rolex. It has a nice, gorgeous silver dial, day function, and date with a Cyclops lens, so it does give that Datejust look. And with the bracelet, it's not a Jubilee bracelet, kind of like a flattened Jubilee. It's similar, but it is a bit different. You can see that center link there. It's wider than the flanking polished links, whereas on the Jubilee you'd find that the center three links are similar in size or the same. So here there are some subtle differences that make it different, but it does definitely have that Rolex DNA, as you can see from that oyster style case, the Cyclops, the hands, gives off that Datejust vibe. And this is a 36mm watch. And guys, this one here has me addicted to 36mm watches. And the reason why I opted for this watch was well, first I saw it for a really great price. I got it for a really great price. I got it used, so it's not brand new. And these are actually quite hard to find these days if you're trying to get one. And yeah, you'll have a hard time finding them. So if you want to try and get one, maybe try and get them now. Prices on these might be creeping up slowly, and they get harder and harder to find as the years goes on, because it is discontinued. And because I feel like Tudor is trying to stray away from being too much like Rolex. But this here, I think this really highlights that era of Tudor really being the affordable Rolex, because at a glance, it does look like a Rolex, a Datejust. And it'll be hard to tell from afar. And I think that's what really makes this watch special. Now, because it has that day and date function, it is similar to the day date. But as you may know, Rolex makes the day dates in precious metal. But this here, it's all stainless steel. So this here, it's like a stainless steel day date. So if you're not a fan of precious metal, this here could be a great option. Now they do come in a fluted bezel, but I found this one on a smooth bezel. I wanted to keep that stainless steel theme, all stainless steel, no precious metal, just to highlight that stainless steel day date. And man, there's just something about this watch that really gives off a charm. It's a really charming watch. Nice, familiar design from your vintage day dates. We get circular brushing on the lugs, which you find on most vintage timepieces, which really makes the case stand out from the bracelet. So see those contrasting brushed lines? You can really see the case there. Polished sides, polished bezel, drilled lugs for some strap changes. You get solid case back, and this one here still has the case back sticker, which I was very surprised to see. Now, the bracelet, they are hollow end links, but they fit really well. So as you can see there are no gaps. It's nice and tight, no movement. Now the bracelet screws, but the center link here, it's like hollowed out. So this center link here, it's hollowed out. It's not folded, but it's hollow. So the bracelet, it does feel light. The watch feels very light. It's very comfortable. Let's see it on the wrist. Now I have a 6.5-inch wrist. This is a 36mm watch. And here's how it goes. Here's how it wears. So it's nice and comfortable. Looks great. And this watch here has got me really interested in 36mm watches, and I'm considering picking up a 36mm Datejust because of this here. But I don't know, this kind of, it scratches that Datejust itch. And what I like about this compared to the more modern Rolex Datejust are the brushed lugs. So the modern Datejust have the polished lugs, which make it attract more scratches and make it flashy, a lot more flashy. So I'm a big fan of these brushed lugs here, and that's why I don't know if I would wear the Datejust over this. So right now I'm holding off because this does scratch that itch, and man, something about it just like I never knew that I would like a silver dial, honestly. But when I saw this in person, it just blew me away and I had to pick it up. And knowing that they're getting harder to find, it just made it, made me seal the deal that much quicker. Let's take a closer look at the dial there. We get an applied shield logo, printed Tudor printed lettering, text, simple baton hands, loomed. Now the loom's not that great. You do get loom on the hour markers too. Those little circle loom plots. Simple baton stick indices. Nothing too fancy, honestly. But it works, and it's such a classic, elegant look. Now the bracelet, very comfortable. Again, it is similar to the Jubilee, not quite. It gives it a more elegant, sleek look. So the side profile there, you can see it doesn't have that the curve of the Jubilee. It's more flat, rounded. It is a stamped clasp. Friction, nothing fancy, but it definitely gives you that vintage feel. Now this particular one is dated 2017, so you do get that vintage look, but it's it was still in production into modern times, which it's very interesting to see. And I think it kind of highlights like that golden era of Tudor, when Tudor was still that affordable Rolex. Now they're venturing into more of their own DNA, which is good. It's nice to see, but I don't know if we'll ever see something like this again from Tudor. So this might be a nice pickup if you want a bit of history, a bit of that Rolex look without the high price tag, and it's still a great timepiece. Taking a look again. Nice and comfortable, no hot spots, and the lightness of the bracelet really makes it an enjoyable wear. 36mm. I feel like that silver dial really just ties in well with the overall composition of the watch. Being a stainless steel, it just makes it all look so cohesive. Signed crown. Alright guys, there it is. The Tudor Prince Day Date. Once I spend more time with this, and I definitely will be spending a lot of time with this, I'll do an in-depth review, and I'll see you guys in the next one.